KSHB 41 News starts now.
Happening now at 5, this local elementary school evacuated today after a carbon monoxide leak throughout the entire building.
The highest levels we had topped our meters out.
Some of those children brought here to Children's Mercy showing signs of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Tonight we get answers from the school district, the fire department, and hear from local parents.
Send your kid to school and you thinking they're safe, and then you got stuff like this going on.
And we break down what you need to know about these detectors to keep your family at home safe.
More than 200 children just sitting outside on this cold morning, wearing coats, wrapped in blankets. This after Longfellow Elementary was evacuated today due to a carbon monoxide leak.
7 children were taken to Children's Mercy Hospital for treatment. 2 adults went to University Health. The good news here is they're all expected to recover. The Kansas City Fire Department says the leak happened in one of the building's 2 boilers, which are used to heat the school. Staff was alerted when students started showing symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning.
EMS and the fire department, they were called to the school. Take a listen to scanner traffic as crews were first notified.
We have another major incident going on, 2830 Holmes Street.
At Longfellow Elementary on carbon monoxide exposure.
We have several kids that are passing out.
Again, this happened at Longfellow Elementary School in Kansas City, Missouri. It's located at 29th and Holmes. KSHB 41 has team coverage for you tonight, covering all angles of this story.
Anchor Caitlin Canute live at Longfellow Elementary. Caitlin, lots of parents just relieved to have their children home tonight.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine getting that call from your child's school in the morning? And not only were they worried about carbon monoxide poisoning, which can be deadly, as you know, but keep in mind, it was bitterly cold this morning. I checked with Wes Peary, our meteorologist, and he said when this happened, it was 34 degrees outside, and those kids were brought outside. I've seen the video, some of them without their jackets. So parents had a lot to be worried about initially. Again, the good news is, Dia mentioned this, a KCPS spokesperson has confirmed that all of those who were taken to the hospital are expected to be released tonight. And that says something, considering earlier, while it's quiet now, earlier today on this street here behind me, kids were being brought out and loaded into ambulances. So a scary scene, but again, everyone is expected to be okay. For those who weren't taken to the hospital, the rest of those students were then bused to the local Manual Tech Center, Career Center, over on Troost and Truman. That's the same location, by the way, where students will be attending school tomorrow. They're not coming back to this building. They'll be going to that other location tomorrow while they still work on this problem. Speaking of those who were injured, my colleague Bryant Madrick is over at Children's Mercy Hospital. Bryant, what did you learn about the 7 children who were taken there today?
Yeah, well, 7 children brought here to Children's Mercy, where we are. 2 adults taken over to nearby University Health. Now, according to Kansas City Fire Department, they got a call around 9:30 this morning about this leak. They say that inside that school, they noticed extremely high levels of carbon monoxide. Now, this is a situation where a lot of the victims reported feeling nauseous and being dizzy. So I turned to a pediatrician to find out exactly what the symptoms are and the impact it can have on young children.
The difficulty with kids is you may not always be able to get that straight out answer of, am I nauseated? Or do I have a headache or a vague stomach ache? And so it can affect them tremendously, certainly, because it's an intoxicant. So we want to know when kids are getting exposed to those, but it's harder to tell.
Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, certain treatments could include breathing pure oxygen or also being inside of an oxygen chamber. But this situation certainly is shining a light on the need for carbon monoxide detectors. At 6 o'clock, I want you to hear the message that KCFD has for all of you. Reporting live in Kansas City tonight, Bryant Madrick, KSHB 41 News.
Brian, thank you. I know your pediatrician you consulted did touch upon this, but because it's so important to know the symptoms, we wanted to reiterate these for you again, whether you had a student here or just in the future. This is good information to know. So think about the symptoms you're looking for. They're similar to the flu, actually. Some of the most common symptoms do include headache, dizziness, weakness, upset stomach, chest pain, and confusion. Again, the CDC adds if you breathe in too much carbon monoxide, you can pass out. And we told you before, you're not just going to feel ill. This could be deadly. And people who are sleeping or intoxicated are especially susceptible. They might not know that they're experiencing those warning signs before it's too late.
Well, we always say it's the silent killer, and it really is. It's a colorless, odorless gas. So the only way to truly know if you have carbon monoxide in the building that you're in is to have a carbon monoxide detector. So we highly recommend folks to have those. Make sure that batteries are updated on them.
So yeah, speaking of those detectors, we just wanted to show you a couple of examples. This one from Kidda. It plugs in, but there's also a battery option in case you lose power. So this is great to have in your home. Experts say you should actually have one next to every sleeping area in your house so that it can alert you. And I thought I'd show you this one. We have this in one of our live trucks. So this is something, say if you have a camper, perhaps, that might be a good option. Just something to have on hand. Again, that's one of those warning signs that can alert you before it's too late. We mentioned earlier these students were taken to the Manual Career Tech Center when they were bussed over there. That's where my colleague Gian Kim is live. And Gian, I understand you had a chance to talk to some of those parents. Again, I can only imagine how frantic many of them must have been today.
Absolutely, Caitlin. As you can see behind me, certainly things have settled down quite a bit since the emergency evacuation earlier this morning. Obviously, as you mentioned, confusion, lots of frustration from those parents, many of them having to leave their workplaces just so that they can get here, not knowing if their kiddos were going to be okay. Fortunately, most of the parents that I talked to said that they were pleasantly surprised that the pickup process went smoothly and it was well organized.
They were really specific about wanting to make sure that they counted all the children when they got back here to make sure that everyone was accounted for, which we really appreciated.
I'm just glad to see my kids okay. I'm glad to see other people's kids are okay. And then the ones who had to go to the hospital, I feel sorry for those parents because I know that's just scary.
Scary indeed. Now, according to the district, Longfellow Elementary has around 250 students. It took about 4 school buses to drop them off here at the Manual Career Technical Center. Now, the majority of the kids were able to go home with their parents rather quickly, but the ones who stayed behind due to childcare were offered winter coats, food, and medical care on site. Most of the parents told me they received an email from the district in the morning saying there was a carbon monoxide leak, that the nurse was checking on the kids, and for parents to come here immediately. Now, I would say the scene was relatively calm considering this kind of emergency, but of course, reactions vary throughout the day and who you asked.
What was it like to see your classmates get sick like that?
Sickening, really sickening, because they had to take some kids to the hospital. And it was a lot of ambulance, firefighters, police officers.
Hoping that the kids are fine and just hoping for more communication.
You would think they would have been more prepared and looking into and just making sure everything was good for the kids safety-wise.
Now, I do want to remind you, Longfellow Elementary School is one of the campuses that the district is considering closing down if their new academic plan, Blueprint 2030, passes. Majority of the parents that I spoke with here today say that it makes sense for them to close down a building this old, especially after what happened today. Caitlin.
Hey, Gianna, great point to bring up. We're going to get back to that in just a second. First, I did want to touch upon something. You know, talking about kids, the reason why there was so much concern, kids are more susceptible to carbon monoxide poisoning. The reasoning, according to the Mayo Clinic, they take in more breaths than we do as adults. They're breathing in more frequently, so they're getting a higher dose of that carbon monoxide. So what about preparation to prevent something like this from happening? Abby Dodge is live here also at the school. Abby, I know you had a chance to talk to the spokesperson for the school district. They had these carbon monoxide detectors in place. Do we know yet if they were working?
Well, the school district does say that the carbon monoxide detectors were operational, but the first indication that something went wrong today was not from the detectors themselves.
The detectors are working. At this time, we noticed the symptoms for the kids before. That was our main identifier that something was off, was that we had some kids that were displaying some typical symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning.
And the Kansas City Fire Department says getting the children outside was the best thing for the teachers and staff to do for the kids today. We saw them huddled outside together in that cool midday air, trying to stay warm while they waited for those buses to take them to the Manual Tech Center. 7 kids, 2 adults, all transported to local hospitals. The district said some students were feeling lethargic when they got to the tech center, but they ended up actually staying at the facility. KCFD warned us about this. They say it's common, especially for kids, to have an adrenaline dump after big events like this. The district says they had some medical staff at the tech center to watch over the kids and monitor their vitals. This leak was found in the boiler room. The district says that yes, the building is older, but the boilers themselves are only 5 or 6 years old. In Kansas City, Abby Dodge, KSHB 41 News.
So, Abby, the boilers aren't that old, but as you said, the building itself is, and that's something that Jian Kim was talking about. Remember, there are 10 schools right now in the school district that are slated either to be torn down or repurposed simply because they're too old or repairs would take too much money. Fellow I-Team reporter Sarah Plake is following up on that angle. Sarah, what did you find out in terms of what kind of money they would have to spend to make repairs here at this school?
Well, quite a bit, Caitlin. The I-Team pulled a 47-page presentation on the Blueprint 2030 plan from a school board workshop last week. And this map right here shows those schools that would be effective. Longfellow right here, and that school is actually built in 1926. And there's a quote from that report that jumped out that the facility is underutilized and has high deferred maintenance for a building with lower capacity. The school needs a little more than $6.5 million in deferred maintenance work, and enrollment is trending down while upkeep costs continue to rise. The school has a building score of 3.74 out of 10, which is the lowest of the schools included in that Blueprint plan. And as Abby said, we know the boiler was fairly new, about 5 to 6 years old, but it's unclear if any other faulty systems might have affected it. For the I-Team, I'm Sarah Plake, KSHB 41 News.
Sarah, thanks so much. Thanks to the rest of the team for looking into all these many angles. We'll have much more for you coming up live at 6. Right now, reporting live from the scene, I'm Caitlin Canute, KSHB 41 News.
Caitlin, thank you so much for